not basing it on credit score, but that doesn't mean we're handing out loans to just anyone. We don't want to put you in a worse position than you already might be.
What areas do you think are going to see like a larger transfer of wealth?
I would say, I feel like the richer are going to get richer and the poor are going to get poorer. If there's already a gap, I think that gap is just going to widen. And the struggling areas are just going to struggle more. And, the people who are soaring, they're going to continue to soar. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
So I read an article at Ithaca, New York. We kind of talked a little bit about it for the pod. Mm-hmm. But what they're doing is it's going to be the first nation or the first location in the nation to fully decarbonize. And so what they're doing is they change the building codes and standards, and they're getting funding from private equity investors and green banks to issue the decarbonization on all these properties. Mm-hmm. And they said that it's going to be the first city, but it's going to be one of many that are coming nationwide. And the more I looked into it, the more I realized there was actually 182 cities in America that are moving into this direction now.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on that and kind of like the trends around how this is actually going to get financed?
Yeah, so I think that we'd have to pivot from our traditional financing. I think that would just only make people who are already in trouble more in trouble. Of course, those who can afford it, you make the change, you move on. But for those who struggle to, keep afloat, I think that these trends could be very, I'd say predatory if not done right. If the financial structure is not geared towards making it affordable, specifically making it affordable for the homeowner or the building owner, then it's not going to be good. I think that would be really problematic.
Yeah, because their model was that they would actually put a lien on the property.
Yeah, that's not.
And so like if the owner couldn't afford it and it was mandated, then they have that lien on the property, and then private equity would be able to have an option to kind of take over that property, which isn't what you guys do. You guys have a much better model.
Yes.
But it's just interesting to see all these new models that are coming out and seeing how the world's kind of reacting to it.
Yeah. I think in anything that's done, any changes, there's always, you can find the people who are going to try to be little weasels and, the companies that don't really have the ethics and the actual the will to do good by the people. Our company, like Self, we don't, like you said, we don't put liens on people's property. We actually don't lend to you if you don't have the ability to pay. So not just, not basing it on credit score, but that doesn't mean we're handing out loans to just anyone. We don't want to put you in a worse position than you already might be in. So I think it's, while you want to do good and, do good for our planet and make these, mandatory changes about building codes and stuff for energy efficiency, you also don't want to put people at risk. So we have to care about the planet and we have to care about people. So I don't think that should be an opportunity for predatory lenders to, sink in.
If you've enjoyed this clip and you'd like to watch the full episode, you can do so on my main YouTube channel by clicking the video here.